I'm so excited to be back for this week. So today we have a new book, Stacey Speaks Up by Stacey Abrams. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I hope so. Okay. Mr. Dexter's class excitedly lined up. The whole school had voted on the special lunch they'd get at the end of each week. There was a tie between pizza and tacos, and the entire second grade voted for French fries. So Principal Howard made a compromise with Taco Pizza Friday. This was Stacey's favorite part of the week after Adventure Day in the library. She always sat with her best friend, Julie. Do you guys notice the word compromise? What do you guys think this word means? Based on the context, Principal Howard made a compromise with Taco Pizza and Friday. So he combined tacos and fries. So what do you think compromise means? Let me know. In the cafeteria, Stacey laughed at Julie's knock-knock joke. Zico tried to balance his tray on his head. Standing in line to pay, Stacey heard a boy in front of her whisper, "I don't have any lunch money today." "I'm sorry, but the rules are the rules," the cashier explained. "I have to take the tray back." Frozen Stacey watched as the boy walked away without any food. Suddenly, she wasn't hungry anymore. At the lunch table, her friends giggled and gossiped. "You're not listening," Julie complained. "Are you okay?" "Not really," Stacey replied. Zico shook his head. "But Taco Pizza's Friday is the best." Quietly, Stacey told them what happened in the lunch line. "I should have offered him some of my food. He probably would have been embarrassed," said Jake. Stacey felt herself get hot and jittery. "I still should have done something." Jenny shrugged. "What could you do? We're just kids. We don't make the rules." Stacey thought about it. "But what if the rules were very, very wrong?" Julie suggested. "Maybe we can tell a teacher?" Stacey looked around the cafeteria. For the first time, she noticed several kids with empty places where their trays should be. How many kids do you guys notice without trays? Take a close look. Stacey said, "I know who we can talk to." After the final bell, she and her friends went to the library. Stacey told Mr. McCormick about all the kids who couldn't get lunch. "If families can't afford it, kids may receive a free lunch. Sadly, not everyone qualifies," he explained. "The rules can be very complicated." "Lunch shouldn't be," Stacey argued. "What can we do?" Julie offered. "My parents told me they went to protest to stop war in our home country. Every summer, my older sister drags me from house to house to ask people to save the planet," Jenny told them. "What kind of ideas do you have? What do you think they can do?" Mr. McCormick listened to their ideas. "In 1 week, the school board will meet right here during our assembly. These are the adults who make the decisions." "Will you talk to them for us?" Stacey asked. He shook his head. "I could, but I don't think my voice is the one they need to hear. If you want to change the rules, you've got to find the words, Stacey, not me." Stacey thought about what Mr. McCormick had said. Stacey really didn't like public speaking. How would she convince everyone? Why should they listen to her? She worried all night. Then in the morning, she bolted up and ran downstairs. Her parents were sitting on the couch. "You're awake early," her father said. "I figured it out. Maybe I don't have to say anything." "Why not?" "Remember how you and Mom met in college?" "At the petition drive," recalled her mom. "We saved a park from becoming a gas station." "Exactly," Stacey told them her plan. "That way I don't have to say a word." Dad kissed her forehead and Mom gave her a hug. "We can give it a try," said Dad. That afternoon, Stacey met with her friends and shared her idea. Jenny and Carter took stacks of petitions and pulled them down the street in her little brother's wagon. Jake rode his bike to the park with Hattie and asked everyone there to sign up. Julie and Zifko went to the community center. Stacey's older brother put that petition on the neighborhood website. As more people heard about their protest, her mother's phone kept ringing and so did her dad's. A wonderful sound. What do you think protest is? Pause and think. What is a protest? On the day of the assembly, Stacey set up a table in the schoolyard. Kids from all over the school brought in their petitions. Stacey happily counted the sheets. With all of these signatures, she wouldn't have to say a word. What do you think petitions are, and what are signatures? And how do they go together? Stacey entered the auditorium where the school board was about to arrive. Principal Howard, yes, Stacey, is this about your petition? I have more than 500 signatures. Can you tell the school board? It was a great idea to get signatures, but I think they need to hear from a student, don't you? She thought about it all during the assembly. Maybe names on a page weren't enough. Her stomach wobbled with nervousness. Oh, but Stacey took a deep breath and raised her hand. Yes, asked Principal Howard. I'd like to say something. Come on up. Stacey motioned to her friends and each carried a pile of petitions to the stage. She leaned into the microphone. Lunch is the best. It's one time that kids can make their own decisions, especially on Taco Pizza Friday. Everyone laughed. Stacey continued, but not every student can afford to buy food at school or bring it from home. As she spoke, her voice got stronger. This week, kids from around the school worked together. We asked parents and other adults to sign petitions. Stacey thought about what Mr. McCormick told them about change. She had to find the right words. You have the power. She pointed to the school board members. We need you to do something today. Principal Howard said, Stacey, that's not how the system works. Jake shouted, why not? Jenny and Julie joined them. Why not? Why not? They demanded. More students started chanting, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Take a close look. People are holding up signs. She's really truly speaking up. Finally, a boy made his way to where Stacey stood. She passed him the microphone. My name is Grayson Monticelli, he began shyly. I'm one of the kids who doesn't always have enough money to eat lunch. He stared at the floor. Stacey reached out and squeezed his hand. He squeezed back and continued. We deserve to learn without being hungry. All the kids in the auditorium cheered. The principal walked back on stage. Thank you both for bringing this matter to our attention. So you'll change the rules? Stacey asked. One of the school board members answered, we'll discuss it. We have to follow a process. It takes time. For the next month, Stacey and her friends went to see the principal every Taco Pizza Friday with a list of how many kids didn't get to eat that week. And she and her friends told children at other schools about what they were doing. Then one morning, the principal made an announcement. Because of the great efforts of our students, starting today, every child will be entitled to lunch, whether they can pay or not. At our school, no child will go hungry. For the rest of the day, Stacey and her friends celebrated their victory. Mr. McCormick had been right. Using her voice had helped Grayson use his. And words on a page combined with words spoken out loud made a difference. Imagine what else all their voices could change together. And that is the end. Okay, guys, we are coming here for a little study sesh. And so before we go, I want us to leave with questions to reflect. So you can talk to somebody that's near you or have a group conversation with your friends and your family. What do you think the main message is? Pause this video to discuss. Have you ever seen something that you wanted to change? If so, what did you do? And what was that thing you wanted to change? What ways can you speak up for others and for yourself? Do you think it is important to speak up for others and yourself? Why? Okay, thank you everybody. That is the end of today's Read Aloud. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.